Hey YouTube, I promised you guys that the comic reviews would return soon, and, well, here they are. So let's take a look at what I got at the comic book store today. I go on Saturdays because I don't like the comic book store near me, so I go to one that's kind of actually pretty far away in another state, believe it or not. And I happen to go there pretty much every Saturday, to that town, so I was there. First thing I should mention, this was Free Comic Book Day. The first Saturday in May, all the comic book companies put out freebies that the comic book stores can give out to sort of introduce people to new series and comic books in general. My comic shop lets you take 4 books away. I'll show you what I got. I haven't read all these. I got the Planetary Special Edition. Have not read that yet. I got a Transmetropolitan. Transmetropolitan is pretty cool. I think that this was like the first issue of it or something. It says it's the first chapter of the Transmetropolitan Back on the Street graphic novel. So my friend Joey would probably like that. He's a big Transmetro fan. And I got this Swamp Thing Special Edition number 21. Because Alan Moore is God. And I got Blackest Night number 0. Now this one I actually did read. This is the one that I really went there to get. Blackest Night number 0 by Jeff Johns and Ivan Rez with Doug Mank. Now basically this is sort of a prequel to Blackest Night. And Blackest Night is going to be starting. Blackest Night number 1 is coming out in July. So we got a little while. So the events in this book are happening. They haven't happened yet. And it starts with Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, and The Flash, Barry Allen, talking about how Batman has died. So they're reflecting on the final crisis. And they talk about also the Martian Manhunter's death. And we get to see the Black Lantern Oath. As you see here, the blackest night falls from the skies, the darkness grows as light dies. We crave your hearts and your demise. By my black hand, the dead shall rise. How fucking cool is that? I can't wait for Blackest Night. You also get this pretty cool guide to all the different corps. You have the Green Lantern Corps, which the Green Lantern Corps we're pretty much familiar with. The Red Lantern Corps and Agent Orange. Get to take a little bit more about Agent Orange there. The Sinestro Corps. We already really know about the Sinestro Corps. The Blue Lantern Corps. The Indigo Tribe, who haven't actually shown up yet in any comics, but now we know their names and we know what they look like. And we, of course, have the Star Sapphires and the Black Lanterns. And all you can see of the Black Lantern is his hands coming up. We know that Earth 2 Superman is going to be one. And it's probably safe to say that since this dealt a lot with Batman's death and also touched on Martian Manhunter, they're probably both going to be Black Lanterns. This is really good. Not the greatest story, really, but definitely very interesting, and hey, it was free. So let's take a look at the comics I actually paid for. I got these 2 issues of Thunderbolts. I don't actually read Thunderbolts. This is issue 130 and 131. I haven't read them yet. The only reason I got these 2 is because to complete a crossover with Deadpool. So I'm just going to go read that as a whole, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you guys how I liked it. It's a tie-in to Dark Reign, and it's called Magnum Opus. So I'll tell you how that turned out. Speaking of Deadpool, I finally got my Deadpool Classic Volume 2, which has the same cover as Deadpool number 4 from the original series, and there you can see the back cover has, I think that was number 9. It probably wasn't number 9, it was probably number 8. And this collects Deadpool number 2 through number 8 of the original series, number -1 and the first annual. Art by Ed McGuinness, and Joe Kelly wrote it. I love these books when they came out, so this is a good value for me, even though it costs $30. I look forward to more Deadpool. Speaking of collected editions, and I haven't even taken the shrink wrap off this yet, I might as well do that now. Justice Society of America, Thy Kingdom Come, Part 3. I mentioned that in the other video when I was looking at the graphic novels, how my shop had sold out of them, and I was waiting for one to come in, and one finally did. I actually got the last one, too. Fucking shrink wrap isn't coming off, don't worry about it. Okay, so let's do some actual reviews here. Let's see. We got Superman. Superman number 687 by Robertson and Guedes. Now, I used to bag on Renato Guedes' artwork a lot because, quite frankly, it's really ugly. I think that he's improved a lot, even since last year, to the fact where I look at his art and I don't immediately go, "Oh, Renato Guedes." It used to be that I could just tell it was him, and I would feel my gorge rising. He's growing on me, kind of like Jay Lee. I couldn't stand Jay Lee back in the day, but he's grown on me too. The issue itself, though, not that good. I felt that it was really disjointed. It deals with Mon-El and his struggles being both Mon-El and being Jonathan Kent, the science police officer, and he fights some villains. There's a lot of really quick cuts, and there's a lot of things going on at once, and it can get a little bit confusing if you haven't been reading not only Superman, but Superman, World of New Krypton, and Action Comics. So this has been a really good book lately, but this issue is a little bit let down.